Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is The Press, our morning program where we have an in-depth analysis of the daily newspapers. We have today, as usual, our guest. He is in person of Ambassador Ademario, Director, Conyssa. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Happy Independence.
Thank you so much.
How did you celebrate Nigeria at 64 yesterday? We are still in the celebration mood. I can see you're wearing white.
It was a wonderful celebration. Yeah. And, you know, it was a moment of engagement, a moment to interact about the past 64 years. What the stories look like, what have been the sources, what have been the developments after independence in 1960.
Exactly.
What has our leaders been able to do to secure the future for the younger generations and generations yet unborn?
You know, yesterday I saw, while coming to work, I saw a young man who wore green, and I had my green on too, and I just jokingly told him, congratulations, nice that you are wearing green. He said, if I had remembered, I didn't even remember today is that's as yesterday was first. I wouldn't have worn the green color. It was really provoked. He said I shouldn't have worn this green. What am I even celebrating? What am I celebrating? I just said, you know, and that is the narrative of a lot of Nigerians out there. Nigeria at 64, and you imagine a citizen regretting that. So I don't know what could be their reactions towards such.
Firstly, one of the major reasons why we should celebrate is our unity.
Yes.
For 64 years,
together,
we've been able to sustain that unity despite religious crisis, ethnicity, political divide. Yet, we are able to survive 64 years together. It's enough reasons for us to celebrate. That is one. Two, when it comes to peace, I want to let Nigerians know that we have enjoyed more peace than any other nation in the world. America becoming what it is today has passed through this stage, has passed through this same process of economic crisis, security crisis, unemployment crisis, and after more than 200 years, they were able to kind of surmount it. So a lot of people are actually looking at the negative aspect of what the country is passing through. Yes, as citizens, as humans, there is need for us to complain. But yet, we must also look at the success story. We must also look at the level of productivity. We must also look at the level of advancement. Yes, we are not yet developed, but we are advancing. We are not where we used to be 10 years ago. We are not where we used to be 15 years ago. So we are moving on. Nigeria is a work in progress that needs the collective synergy of every citizen. Either you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a pagan, whatsoever you are, outside Igbo, Yoruba, there is need for this collective strength so that we can be able to achieve the Nigeria of our dream that can compete with America, with US, and other developed countries that we are all jackparing to. A lot of people are running to other countries. But for some of us, there are a lot here that those that are outside will soon start coming back to celebrate with us. But Nigerians must know that despite our challenges, our current challenges, there is need for us to still celebrate. Despite the hunger, despite the bad governance, despite the insecurity, despite the unemployment, yet there is need for us to celebrate our dear country, Nigeria.
Wow, that is, in fact, you have given us so much hope. I hope our viewers are watching. Sir, you know, as it stands, like we are celebrating our 64th birthday, I would say, independence. Protest seems to have protest discontent seems to have matched our celebration, 64th Independence Day celebration. What do you have to say on that?
Now, firstly, we have right to protest.
Yes.
We have right to complain. But yet, there is need to ask ourselves this simple question. All these agitations, is the current administration attending to it? Yes or no? The fact is this, that for those that attentively listened to the statement of the president, most of the concerns that is leading to this protest was addressed by the president. Firstly, young people have been complaining that they have not been involved in policy and decision making
of this country.
Now, the president has come out to say that the federal government is going to plan a 30 days confab, Nigerian youth confab. And this confab is basically for the young people to come up with a blueprint of the country of their desire, the country that will be handed over to them, the country that generations yet unborn can enjoy and benefit from. I will call your attention to this, that some of those in leadership today enjoyed free education, enjoy free transportation, enjoy good farm product, raw good farm product. Now, our own generation could not enjoy these things. They also enjoy social amenities, free health care, scholarship of different types. Now, this confab that the president has talked about, some of us has raised document on it before now. Now that the president is seeing it, and this is the first president that is giving listening ear
to the youth,
to the young people, and the same president has deemed it fit to appoint young people into different positions to look into the yearning of young Nigerians, as it has to do with education, as it has to do with entrepreneurship, as it has to do with economy, as it has to do with initiative, as it has to do with ICT. Now, the SSA to the president on innovation, on initiative, the young lady is doing wonderfully well, engaging young people on daily basis. The minister for youth for state, Wisdom, Wisdom has been doing wonderfully well, representing the interests of young people across board. Even before the president come out to talk about the confab, there's already an ongoing preparation for youth dialogue that is coming up from on the 15th to 18th of this month. Women representative per local government will be attending that program. All is to raise a memorandum of understanding.
So meaning we are going to have over like
774 representative. Then outside that, the CSOs, civil society organizations, will be represented. All voluntary uniform organizations, the Peace Corps, the Man O' War, the Boy Scout, the Boys Brigade, Royal Ambassador, MOD, Catholic Youth Organization, UWICAM, Muslim organizations are all going to be represented in that program. So, and this is going to aid the confab that is going to bet the policies that will not govern the country going forward, that will really bring the youth more closer to governance than what it used to be in the time past. In the time past, it is only our uncles, our fathers that are in place of position. So even when you want to complain, you find it difficult to complain because they will see your complaint as an insult. They will see your complaint as being rude. They will see your complaint as undermining their authority. So, but the fact is this, that for those that a kind of still went on to embark on protest, we've told them that roundtable discussion is the only way forward for this country. How we can get involved and begin to tell these elders in council that this is the best way to go. That is what you should be looking for. Not blocking the road, not depriving people of going to carry out their lawful duty. So the same way they have liberty of protest, in the same way those that also want to go to their place of business also have their right. So, and nobody should in any condition kind of wish hunt others. But the fact remains that the protest in the past has also awakened governance, wakened our politicians, the National Assembly, the executive arms. You see, it has really wakened them up that people are seeing the lapses and the loopholes in their policies and decision making. But yet, at this point that we are, that the president is giving listening ear, we should now start looking on how to come on board with ideas, how to come on board with solutions to our problems across the 774 local government. And this I will also say that the problem in Akwa Ibom State is different from the problem in Ondo State. Exactly. The problem in Ondo State is different from the problem in Taraba State. So, and that was the reason why His Excellency, the Pan-African Youth Vice President, Oladele Johnny, came on board, engaged all other youth leaders, SSAs to the governors on youth matters. They came on board and came up with the initiative of youth dialogue and come up with solution to problems that is peculiar to every state and local government. But here I will also say that the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be praised. Some of us, when they are going wrong, we come up and chastise them. Yeah. We kind of throw it to them what it should be. In fact, with his address yesterday, Nigerians should know that in few calendar months from now, we'll be having a very great turnaround in terms of dealing with insecurity. You can see sanity is beginning to enter the northeast and the northwest, even at the level of the north central. The level of kidnapping, killings in Niger, in Nasarawa, in Kogi has reduced drastically. But that does not mean that crime has been holistically dealt with. That is not what I mean. On daily basis, there are different crimes that are being committed everywhere. But yet, you see the level of killings, the level of attack, as it used to be frequently, has drastically reduced. And with the momentum that the Chief of Defense Staff has pushed on, you get to know that we are getting the battle being won. Then outside that again, I want to say that with the address of Mr. President too, it has also addressed this issue of economic crisis. With the new policies that will be looked into, there is hope that Nigerians will begin to enjoy the dividends of democracy. Democracy should be an era and period where all of us should be able to look backward and say, yes, we are benefiting from democracy. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has deemed it fit to see that every concern are being addressed. Even the issue of transportation, just 2 days ago, you are aware about 64 buses were released to NSC, TUC, and the student CNG buses.
Yeah.
So, you know, and this will go a long way to solve a lot of problems. But yet, the umbrella body of Nigerian youth, being the National Youth Council, the president, I know definitely he will still look into that angle and also carry them along to see that more young people pains are being addressed. And the last one is the issue of the cost of fuel. Fuel price is one of the reasons why people also embark on the protest. And the president has also tried his best to also address that. And I know a lot of civil society organizations, and just the same way we are doing, are also engaging the NNPC, the presidency, and other stakeholders to see that the cost of fuel price is being cut to its barest level, so that the farmers, the travelers, can easily move to their destinations as at when they want to. And if you look at the cost of fuel price, has also affected flight ticket.
A lot of things.
So if people can no more fly, people should be able to still go by road.
Yes.
So the president has tried, but yet this is one of the areas people are protesting, and I know definitely in a couple of months to come we'll still be getting it right and unfold other things.
Okay, sir. Before we move to the president's independence speech, okay, still on the protest. Now he has there is a move. There are plans for youth confab. Would you say the August 1st to 7th protests that we had 2 months ago has yielded any progress or improvement? Because would you say it's as a result of that protest that has prompted the president to now make an arrangement to have a conference with the youths? And also, let's look at the fact that protest, this particular protest, the one ongoing, is it really necessary, being that a lot of Nigerians lost their lives in the protest, and a lot are still in detention? Would you say that protest is necessary? And would you also say that the protest, the confab, is coming as a result of the previous protest?
Beyond the previous protest, the president has been getting brief from the DSSS.
Yeah.
The DSSS has been sending representatives to attend different young people's program. The DSSS have been in the field to listen to people's opinion at the course of the August protest and at the course of yesterday protest. And they have been able to make recommendations to the president that this is needed, this is necessary, this should be looked into. Yes, the previous protest has yielded result, calling on the government to understand that there are loopholes in some policies and decision making will create serious futuristic havoc if not properly addressed. Because the policies you are making, people that these policies will be bounding on are young people who are upcoming. So let them be part of the process. Let them be involved in the incubation of their ideas, of what you are bringing to the table. Let their own voices also be heard and be added to it. So this will go a very long way. And this is what the protest has yielded. Now, for those that are protesting now, for me, some of these protests, I called it a sponsored protest. I called it a sponsored protest. Some of us, we've been in different protests in the past. We've been invited in different protests. We've organized protests on our own. But yet, we discovered that does a protest worth it? Now, so the highest protest any Nigerian can embark on is to look at the problems, write it out, write out the solutions, process to achieve the solution profiled should also be highlighted and presented to appropriate quarters. Engage the government or media. The government are humans. None of them, as of today, want their name to be soiled because they know they have children to be left behind.
Yeah.
So, the ongoing protest is not needed. Young people don't have to lose their life. Young people don't have to be arrested and detained. A lot of persons are hungry at the moment, looking for any given opportunity to cause havoc and embark on stealing, looting of people's shops. And that is why we said, anybody that want to embark on protest, come up with those challenges that you want to protest on. If you cannot push it, we can assist you to push it. Nigerian government is trying our best to see that every problem that is being showcased out is being addressed.
Yeah.
You saw the issue of Bobrisky.
Yes.
And the very dark. You see that instantly the EFCC chairman switched to action.
Yeah.
The Minister of Interior switched to action. The National Assembly also switched to action. But before now, we don't get this quick response. But now you can see the level of response that we are getting. You understand?
Yeah.
So what we are saying is this, that Nigeria is a work in progress.
Yes.
Those that are embarking on protest, let them come. Let's engage intellectually. Let's engage the Minister of Economy. Let's engage the Minister of Finance. Let us engage CBN. Let us engage Minister of Work. Let us engage Minister of Interior. Let us engage Minister of Youth. Those areas you felt they are not the kind of doing well, let us engage them and see how we can tell them this is a better way to do it. Not going to block the road, not going to stop people not to go to their place of work. But yet, I will say, Nigerians have the right to protest.
Let me pick this call before we go on. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Your name and where you are calling from, please.
My name is Muhammad. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay. Please, your contribution. Yes, just a few seconds.
So the issue is government is trying. I do tell people this conflict they are trying to talk about is good because the youth are the problem of this country. You ask me why, and I'm going to give you the answer. If government could engage the youth and put something in our school, I'm a youth, and let us know that we are the future they are claiming, and we should do the right thing. Look at my friend, that Mr. Showore, we school together. We do all this now together. So, see, how many days now? It's not in Nigeria. Some days to this protest, they came back, and after the protest, they go back. So, is it fasting for people? Let's face reality. Who are the people working inside the field station? Are they old people who manipulate the pump? Let's be sincere with ourselves. We're talking about government policy. Let's we you too change our home policy. Because yeah, we want to live a real life, not fake life. When we do that, and now then we can have the opportunity to talk to the government. But what people are doing are bad. We too need to check ourselves first. In every aspect, we should not live a fake life. But that's because my friend as a governor of the state. We school together. Governor Sebekide, I must be a governor. No! I should live according to my level. Not like that just money, what is using BMW, I want to use BMW. No! Let's change our own policy first before we complain about government policy. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, sir, for your contribution. We appreciate. It means a color. So while we are still expecting, okay, let me pick this color again.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you are calling from?
Good morning. My name is Nahu.
Okay.
I'm calling from Taraba State.
Okay, Nahu, good morning. Please be snappy about it so that others can also make your own inputs. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma. I'm very grateful with the program, and my question goes to the guest.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that you said, which some of them, they are just like, what will I say, the normality in Nigeria. Now, he's talking about Bobrisky, setting example some of them. We don't want to hear such example. Let him tell us about how case of Yahya Bello, Binta Edu, they are the people involved in government. Not Bobrisky is doing his own scandal, doing his own thing. Politics is not about all those people. Bobrisky is striving to survive. But these people that own our money, use our property, building another country, he's talking about them, he's setting an example with Bobrisky. How far now? Which kind of market is that one now? When we are talking about government policy, we should talk about government. Let's leave the example of Bobrisky in court. Very dark man is in court. This guy is in court. What is going on with those people now? They are struggling to get their own money. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Okay, so you were about to say something.
You see, first of all, the first person that spoke, he talked about young people also have to play their role.
Yes, exactly.
And then, if there is no, there must be an avenue where they should play their roles.
Yes.
So that avenue is what the federal government has now created, so that the confab cannot bait that avenue where the young people will play their role. Not all of us can do office work.
Yes.
Not all of us can go into entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I am a farmer. If you get to my cassava farm, you'll be surprised.
Wow.
I have a piggery farm. If you get to my farm, you'll be surprised. So the fact remains that the government has not contributed a dime into what I am doing. So now, even when you apply for some grants and others, if you are not connected, you don't get it. But some of us don't even complain, because we still believe in this country that one day we'll get it right. So just like you said, as a young person, all hands must be on decks. Government cannot do it alone. Government cannot do it alone.
Exactly.
Severally, I have intervened on issues that on norms it is government duty. But I will just have to play it out, because government is not there at that time. I am the government that is close to that particular point. So, and when you play that role, your conscience will tell you that you are one of the patriotic citizens of the country.
Exactly.
Now, be it as it may, the example I gave about Bobrisky was a kind of, the issue was an insult to the country, and the government
quickly arrested.
Exactly, arrested, so that it will not go beyond control. So now he also talking about the likes of Yahya Bello. Yahya Bello issue is in court, so it should not be subjected to public discussion. Let court handle the issue.
And meanwhile, he's still a suspect.
So he's not yet a victim of what he is alleged of. That does not mean that we are supporting politicians who are embezzling and siphoning our money. So severally, I have stood up to speak against political leaders, office holders, PAMSECs, directors in different MDAs that are stealing our money, not just in millions, but in billions. So we've, in the time past, engaged, and we are getting results. But the point is this, that we are not supporting these bad eggs. We are only saying that as young people, if the government is doing what is wrong, and you know this is wrong, put up a document to that office and give them ultimatum. There are some MDAs I have given ultimatum in the past, and instantly when they look at my position, they respond. And we tell them this is the right thing to do. A lot of uncompleted projects in this country, we have written to offices that are in charge of those projects, that if you don't complete this project, we will take you up in the law court. And quickly some of them are going back to the site to start working. So all of us are responsible to the decadence in our development.
Exactly.
In the sense that when a project is awarded, a road construction is awarded to a community, do you know, same community will be buying the cement that is meant to do the drainage from that same workers who are to do the job.
So the community.
So now the fact now remains that the job that ought to benefit the community becomes uncompleted. Now the person also handling the project, we want to steal 60% or 40% of the money. So when the community is also aiding what they are doing, then you are not saying that we don't need development. So that is why, as young people, we should begin to ask questions on projects that are awarded to our community, to our local government, to our senatorial district, to our state, and to our region. We have that right as citizens to ask, how much was this contract awarded? How long will this project take to be completed? What is the quality you are meant to deliver to us? So all these are very important and key. So all of us are responsible to what we are facing today, and we must change. As young people, we must change. Our duty is to assist the government to achieve her mandate, not to sabotage the effort of the government. Because there are still some people within that government that want to sabotage. But when you not join the government to a kind of join them in the process, those that want to sabotage within the government will be frustrated. Because some few without them, that those young people are watching us. Anything we do, we boomerize.
Yes.
So, and this will help the country to wake up and get going.
Okay, let me pick this call. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Jerry from Kaduna.
Okay. Please, can you shift a little bit? Your background is noisy. Can you shift a little bit from where you are and lower the volume of your TV set, please?
I have had the gift.
Okay.
He has explained himself. That is what he thinks he's saying. Let me ask you a question. Do you know that when you give back to a child, I don't train that child very well. Do you know that tomorrow you come back to suffer?
Yeah.
You come back to suffer today. Let me tell you, most of these people that are talking or are saying hearing their views is because they eat and bring the food. During their time, they were not paying school fees. They were not doing anything. But now, let me just tell you something. Go to the campuses now and see what's happening. These are children, the youth of tomorrow, that you don't even take care of them. You don't care how much the school fees have become so exorbitant that nobody can pay. And you are talking about whether they give community this, they should write this to who? Who will hear? They tell that these people nowadays, they hear anything to talk. And they tell you like that. Even that you are talking here, there are some things that you choose, that you know very well that what you are saying, you are just saying it. At your own time, you didn't have it so hot as it is now. how to treat children that you get back to. In your house, can you treat your children like that? So when people are saying something, you should be able to analyze it practically. You got the issue of popularity and so forth and so forth.
Please.
So
Please, let's be a little bit cautious. You know, everybody has the right to his or her opinion. He's a Nigerian, he's not a politician. He is just talking for the betterment of this country. So you can just give out your own input, please. Please, thank you. So, sir, let's go ahead with the president's speech. You know, some quotas like Atiku Abubakar has come, PDP has come out to criticize his speech, that is not has nothing to offer to Nigerians, sort of, that is insensitive. What's your own take to that? What's your reaction to
Firstly, I want to kind of re-enlighten my brother that called before now. You see, the country is a work in progress,
yes,
which I've said before now. Then I've also said it, that most of those in power today, they enjoyed free education,
yes,
they enjoyed social amenities,
exactly,
they enjoy scholarship. I've also talked about it. And we are going back to that point already, where some states are already looking at this alternative means of giving education.
yeah.
Now, but be it as it may, that you see, the level of young people we have today, if not properly engaged and reoriented, we might not have the leadership that is expected to drive Nigeria of our dream to the promised land. Exactly. How? Because every young person wants to make an overnight money. A child of 17, 18, 19, 20 want to ride the most expensive vehicle. This is a challenge. And that is why I said, as young people, all of us must come together. We must not leave the work to these leaders alone. So, and we must not continue to stand to oppose. If we stand at the defense, you will never be at that round table where decision will be making.
Exactly.
Why not get involved in that cycle where you cannot lay that complaint? Once upon a time, I insult government online. In fact, I'm on media engaging the government. But I got to discover that was not yet the result. But when I started one-on-one engagement, we are getting the result. Now, let me also say this. There was a young couple a week ago that 1 million was extorted from him by police in Lagos.
Yeah.
Now, those 4 police officers have been arrested. You understand? Now, the point is this, before now, were we getting it right this way?
Not at all.
No, because some persons are already engaging these authorities. Some of us are already closer to these authorities. When some of these things happen, we quickly call the authority and tell them, please quickly address this. And we are getting results. Just day before yesterday, you also heard of a case of female and young boys being put in same cell. You know, instantly the DPO of that division quickly addressed it. We spoke and he told us a position of things. But before now, we don't get a quick solution like that. So let us be closer to these people and engage them. You cannot be far away and be throwing stone at me. I will only see you as an enemy. Yeah. But when you are closer and say, this thing is wrong, and I'm able to prove beyond reasonable doubt, you don't have an option than to align.
Exactly. For
the benefit of those who are represented. So now, about the student he talked about. We are aware of the student loan that the president approved.
Yes, yes.
Some student has gotten it. Now, some state has embarked on scholarship and also has embarked on a bursary to indigenous students of their state. These are part of the initiative of the government to look into issue of education.
Yeah.
So, but one fact remains that a particular government cannot solve every problem.
Exactly.
So they can only solve the little that they can. Then the response of Atiku Abubakar in conclusion. You see, it is time that immediately after election, we should all bring the ideas of what we felt we want to do.
Yeah.
If we have emerged together to pull the country forward.
So it shouldn't be a thing of the winner takes it all.
Yes. So I expected by now the person of Atiku Abubakar should have a kind of series to call the president, P2B, engage the president. This is how we should do this thing.
Yeah.
This is because this country belongs to all of us.
Exactly.
If this country falls today, it falls on all of us. Nobody will be exempted. Thank you.
Okay. So let's just quickly pick this last call. Hello.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Good morning. How are you today? Happy Independence. Please, you have a very few seconds because we are rounding off for now. Just quickly.
Please, I think seconds to give me. Let me just say my regards to your guest.
Thank you.
You are talking about the presidential speech. So these people that are coming out, they are saying this, they are saying that. You mentioned Atiku. His school is one of the most expensive schools in Nigeria. How many people in Ademario can send their kids to that school? Just let him come out and say what he has done to offer to this Nigeria. The same thing the first president will be. Go and check his university. You see, let's just face reality. Everybody is just fighting for themselves. We are selfish in this country. That is the problem we're having. Like that gentleman said, if he believes he has an idea, once he lost that election, they should come. I think, give the president their own idea. But this is the best one we can do. That will give us a better future for every one of us. But now they are saying that what they cannot do is what they are saying. Let's now do say, in school, let him do the school visit of the school so that the people in Adamawa will go to that school and will be able to have a future for our youth. Let that see, I want to call it, do the school visit of the school university so that people in Abuja will be able to send us children to that school, will be able to have a better future. They can't do that, just speaking on school day. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, amen. Bye-bye.
So
your finance
yes, you see the cost of school fees in this country. We are already engaging the government, and we are trying to also meet with the Minister of Education, so that they can address state government and private school owners to cut down the cost of school fees, so that these young people can have access to good education. Okay,
in few minutes, can what message do you have for Nigerians out there as we are celebrating our 64th birthday?
Yes, celebrating our 64th years birthday, our independence. Nigeria has faced a lot of challenges. We've conquered a lot of challenges. We've been able to battle with unemployment, high cost of food. There's nothing we have not faced as far as the country is concerned. Nigeria is the only country that can endure anything. Let any situation come, Nigeria will face it. My message is that let us push on, we'll get to the promised land. Thank you. Okay,
our viewers out there, that is how far we can go. You've heard it all. Let's be hopeful, let's be optimistic, and then in your own little corner, try as much as you can towards the development of our country. We want to appreciate our crew members. We want to appreciate our executive producer. We want to appreciate our guests. I mean, please tell us your name and then.
My name still remains Ambassador Ademario Emmanuel. I'm the Director General, Coalition of Nigerian Youth on Security and Safety Affairs.
Wow, you've heard it all. So try to do your own quota towards the development of this country. See you some other time. Thank you. Remain blessed. My name remains Ekaette Ibuot. Bye.